What is going on, guys? Cliche Gamer here, and today this is a very different video to what I do normally, but this is going to be my top 5 games of the year. And yeah, I just wanted to do a top 5 games of my year, what I've played, and there's going to be a few surprises because I play a lot of games that most people wouldn't. Just to not a lot of my friends don't play. You know, I'm kind of like open to what I play, so there will be a few surprises. And also, once I do the top 5 games, there will be a special recommended game which I think could have been in the top 5, but it just wasn't that great if they'd have put a bit more effort into it. So yeah, here we go, guys. Top 5 games of the year. Rolling in at number 5, we have a game personally I love, and it is Smite. Smite for me was the game that League of Legends tried to be. It had great gameplay, great sort of buying system, and it was all round. It's such easier game. And also, a lot of people prefer Dota 2, whereas me, I prefer the sort of simpler, just 2 teams versus each other in a sort of battle, and you know, just having a good time. And for me, Smite was the game for me. I'm a bit reluctant to putting this game in here, but after all, I just think I have to put it in here as I have played it for months and I've just absolutely caned the hell out of it, and that is FIFA 15. FIFA this year has just been absolutely insane for me. I just love FIFA 15, the quality of the football you can play, the little 1-2s and stuff like that, and just the way you can finally play possession football on FIFA. And I love that, how, because in FIFA 14 there was no possession football, it was just take the ball, through ball it straight through on the wings, and you could score either a header or a little, you know, sweaty past keeper. But now FIFA 15 is finally about possession football, and that is what I love about it. I'm really loving FIFA this year, and that's why for me it's my 4th top game of the year. And in the middle spot of number 3, we have a game that I haven't actually played in a little while, but it's still one of my top games of the year, and that is Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 for me has been a huge improvement of what Dark Souls 1 was. Dark Souls, the first one, was just, it was dead buggy, and quite honestly it was too much of an easy game, really. A lot of people say, oh, it's dead difficult, but once you leveled up to a certain point, you could visit so many areas that no matter what enemies you came up against, it just became too easy. So that's why I like this game, because it was just a case of no matter what area you went in, the sort of enemies sort of leveled up with you, and that concept was really good because it kept you on your toes all the time throughout the game. And again, they fixed a lot of the bugs. The PC port is terrible, to be fair. The PC port is absolutely terrible. When I play it on my PC, I have to use a controller. Again, just because the PC port is quite terrible. Hopefully that's something they'll fix in the next game, but all in all, this gets my 3rd spot of the year. The second place for me, this was a definite 1 or 2 top spot game. It was an absolute, just a fun game to play throughout, and that is The Evil Within. The Evil Within kind of brought a comedic side to the word scary. It kind of, the sarcastic remarks that the character keeps coming out with throughout the game can sometimes have you in stitches, but there are also parts in the game where you will literally be trying to cover up your screen, because it's quite honestly one of the scariest games I've played. Probably the scariest game I played was Dead Space 2, and this is probably up there with that, because this game is just quite honestly, it's like I say, it just brings a comedic side to the word scary, but at the same time keeps that fear side of it where you just don't want to see what happens next, because you know you'll probably end up jumping out your skin. So that's why it's getting my number 2 spot of the top 5 games of the year. Here it is, the number 1 spot of the top 5 games of the year, and it goes to a game which wins it by an absolute mile. This is Far Cry 4, without a doubt the best game of the year. Far Cry 4 for me this year, it's just been, it knocked every other game out of the park. It has just been absolutely insane to play. The hunting system is amazing. The new weapons, you can just collect so much money and just have fun with it. Bringing in the wingsuit so early, it's just been my favourite thing to do. Just being able to wingsuit straight over an outpost, it's just absolutely insane. The fortresses is another great thing to bring into the game. Giant fortresses with helicopters you can blow up and everything. It's just been one of my just top experiences of all time gaming. Actually, it's not just this year's favorite game, it has just been my all-time favorite game. So yeah, here we go. This is just sort of the last thing. This is the pinnacle of the year. This is just the top. And the special recommended game, the game that I thought could have been in the top 5 if the developers had put a bit more time into it, and all in all, it was a really fun game, and that game is Contagion. If you don't know what Contagion is, it's kind of like a sandbox zombie arena type game. It's a really quick game actually. You can pick a multiple amount of characters, and all you have to do is, like in the game mode you're looking at right now, is escape mode, where you have to escape a certain area without being killed. Or then there's a versus area where it's like kind of like a team deathmatch, but they've put zombies in as sort of like an obstacle, and I really loved it. But again, really buggy, really upset that it is buggy, because I really enjoyed the game. I tried playing it with Piggy Games, but unfortunately it was just too buggy and too hard to get into a server with each other. So unfortunately, yeah, that game does just get a special recommendation. That has been my top 5 games. Thank you for watching, and subscribe.